Happy Memorial Day. You know, a few days ago marked the 1 year anniversary since the death of George Floyd. And I've been thinking a lot about his legacy and the way in which he will be remembered. He won't be remembered so much for his life, but he'll be remembered for the way that he died, tragically and horribly, with a white man on top of him. I think about that image being seared in the consciousness of Black people for several generations to come. I also think about Michael Brown, and Michael Brown will be remembered for the way that he died. Hands up, don't shoot. How could we ever forget? I think about Oscar Grant, who will also be remembered for how he died, face down in handcuffs, shot in the back by a white police officer. History will never forget those people, and the way that those people perished. But allow me to ask you a question. Do you know who Lavelle Mixon is? Lavelle Mixon was pulled over in Oakland, California, in the same city in which Oscar Grant was killed, the same city in which Lil Bobby Hutton was killed in 1968. And he got pulled over and he ultimately killed 4 police officers before they killed him. Let me ask you another question. Do you know who Micah Xavier Johnson is? Micah Xavier Johnson was upset at the murders of Alton Sterling and Michael Brown and many others. And in Dallas, Texas, he killed 5 police officers before they sent in a robot, like a little robot. I swear, this is the only time that's ever happened, while he was wounded by police, and they blew him to pieces under the auspices that they were negotiating with him. Have you allowed yourself to celebrate him in any way, shape, or form? Will you teach your children about Corinne Gaines? Corinne Gaines died with a shotgun in one hand and her son in the other. Police came in unlawfully and killed her and shot her young son. Have you recognized her as a martyr yet? And let me elucidate. This is important because sure, you've seen the images, seen the movies, and even heard the songs about Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the popple trees. But did you know who Joe Pullen is? He was a sharecropper who a wealthy white landowner tried to exploit, as they did. That was the whole purpose of sharecropping. Tried to exploit and say that he owed him money when he didn't. And this is in Sunflower County, Mississippi in 1923. They end up getting into a physical altercation. Joe Pullen fought back. Joe Pullen ultimately pulled out his .38 caliber pistol, shot that white man. He went to get more ammunition, ran into the swamps, a lynch mob formed. He killed at least 3 white men from this lynch mob. The Black folks say 10, before they ultimately set his hideout ablaze and smoked him out, and then they were able to string him up. But he already died fighting back. Civil rights leader Fannie Lou Hamer, who was a young girl at the time of Joe Pullen's death, said, and I quote, "It was a while in Mississippi before the whites tried something like that again." Now, let me ask you, was the legacy of Joe Pullen handed down to you? And why are we, as African Americans, the only group of people who are afraid to celebrate our warrior class? White American sniper Chris Kyle had over 160 confirmed kills. And they had his funeral at Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas. He had a New York Times #1 selling autobiography, as well as an Academy Award winning film based on his life. Andrew Jackson was personally responsible for the deaths of thousands of Native Americans. Yet his home is a historical monument and his face is on a $20 bill. I'm still waiting on those Harriet Tubman 20s. I don't think they're coming, but we'll see. Let me get back to the point. History remembers Andrew Jackson. He's taught in every high school in America. But what about the people who picked up a gun on your behalf? Why are you forced to publicly condemn them? I swear no other group of people celebrates their victims while dismissing the legacy of their soldiers. How might it change the way we view ourselves if our martyrs were not chosen for us by the dominant class? How might that impact the cultural self-esteem of our children to know that Black people didn't always sing and pray and kneel and take beatings for freedom, but we actually put in that work? People busted their guns so the police might think twice about harassing them. To quote the young rapper Pooh Shiesty, when a white man took our dignity, we always got it back in blood. So how about we start promoting images of us on top instead of us on our stomachs, gasping for breath, while the knee of the oppressor is on our necks? Once we do this, then we will begin our ascent out of the pit of victimization. So go ahead, smash that like button. Go ahead, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I want to wish you all a happy Memorial Day. Have fun, be safe out there. Peace, tribe. And another.